This young lady is speaking from perception, like you said, right? Her perception is her actual reality. So what she sees is what she thinks is actually going on. Okay. When you come back and say people should appreciate a man for working a job and letting the mother stay home, you're using the word should, which is your perspective. So when it comes to, because you said you coach people, I coach women. When you're talking to an actual one person and not a crowd of people or a chat, right? You're talking to an actual person. It's important for you as a coach, because you said you coach people.
I coach men and women.
Gotcha. You coach people. So as a coach, we both are coaches. We both are fathers. So from a father standpoint and from a coaching standpoint, it is important for you to hear that person's perspective and their perception. And this is the reason why.
Well, I don't think you understand what perception and perspective mean. You're like speaking in but you're not speaking. Nothing that you said was correct. You're getting perspective and perception incorrect.
I'm almost done, sir. This woman, like I said, from her perception, her dad was a bad person because he did not pay attention to her. This is what I said in my video. This is an opportunity for her to be acknowledged, for her to be heard. You cut her off in that video and you didn't play the whole video the second time, and it's okay. The thing about it is a person's perception is her reality. Give her her reality. Let her be heard.
I have a question real quick.
If she feels like her dad did wrong by not being there, not being around, not paying her attention, not acknowledging her, see that.
Okay, question for you. So you just said that a person's perception is the person's reality. I agree. Because a person's perception is their interpretation of the world around them. It's very unique to them, right? So if a man feels like a woman and that's his perception, would you acknowledge that? Would you say, "Oh, well, yeah, you're a woman. You could be a woman"? This is what I'm saying. What your mind frame is lunacy. Your mind frame leads men thinking that they could be women and then the whole world acknowledging that. This is what I'm saying. No. Yes, it does. You literally just agreed to it right now. So this is how I'm about to break it down right now. So look, here's the facts. Here's the facts. Real quick, we can talk about perception and perspective all the time because this is what I do. I'm going to repeat it again so you get it clear because I think you need to take a little dose of the red pill. You haven't really got into the red pill. You haven't woke up out of the matrix. You're still in the matrix. Whatever. My whole point is that I look at it from the matrix standpoint. You're going to get a dose of this pill real quick. Whatever you think it is. Whatever you think, you're going to get a dose of the red pill. So listen, a perception is a person's interpretation of the world around them. It's very unique to them. You're telling me that I should have been. I
don't use the word should. Can you stop using the word should?
You just said that I should. You just said that I should. That's what you said in your rebuttal.
No, I didn't. I don't use the word should.
So you never, okay. Let's just.
I don't use the word should.
You keep using the word should. No, you gaslight right now, but it's totally fine. You just lied
and said I don't use the word should, and you just use the word should, and I just stopped you to show you that you weren't use the word should.
I used it in a sense. I'm using it because you said that what you should, that's literally what you said. But anyways,
I did not say that.
Let's just chill with the antics real quick.
As a coach.
Let's chill with the antics real quick, okay? Let me just make my point. A perception is someone's interpretation of the world around them. It's very unique to them. So how they perceive things. Mm-hmm. You're saying that me and the girl was having a discussion and I couldn't read the room because I wasn't able to acknowledge her perception. Okay, my standpoint is...
What happened?
Oh, okay, go ahead. Well, correct me. Go ahead.
Okay. She was talking about her childhood trauma.
Yes.
Y'all weren't having to see, and this is what I'm saying. And this is why this is so good. This was not a discussion. I know y'all was on a podcast, so I'm not crazy. This was not a discussion.
What, with me and the girl?
Yeah.
It was a discussion.
Hold on. This was her talking about her childhood trauma, right? So it's not a discussion. This is a person's life. This is a person's childhood trauma. And And I'm sure she did not. So I don't want to make anybody feel like I'm gaslighting. Okay. She did not do this. But as a coach, as a content creator, when you have people on your platform and you say you coach people, it is very important to make sure that you understand, and people, I understand everybody does not deserve understanding, but it's your job to at least give them a certain amount of understanding.
Bro, you're rambling right now. What's the point?
The point is, because I'm getting ready to say something. The woman got up and walked out, right? In some situations, that woman could have got up and walked out and done something crazy. So as a coach, it is our responsibility that we hear the person and not always make everything.
Listen, you trying to coach me right now, and you don't even know the difference between perception and perspective.
I'm almost done.
All right,
I'm almost done. This young lady got up and walked away.
Yeah,
she could have did something crazy, because when this woman is talking about her childhood trauma, she can turn around and re-trigger herself by talking about shit, right? And then you turn around and using perspective and ignoring her perception, that in itself is dismissive.
Thank you. You went right into what I wanted to talk about. So exactly. Great.
Good.
So you just admitted with what you just said that a person should act, if a person has a perception, right, that's unique to them, that's unique to their worldview, the other person should acquiesce their behavior or their response to pretty much to coddle them, so an effect won't happen beyond that. You just said that
let me add one thing. You said you coach people, right?
Let's just stick to the topic.
Hold on. This is important. The reason why I'm bringing that up is because you said you coach people.
I get it.
As a
great,
coach,
great.
You have a specific responsibility to make sure that this person that you are potentially coaching, because she's talking about her childhood trauma. So whenever a person sits in front of a coach talking about their childhood trauma, you have a responsibility that you may not even know that you have, to make sure that person has a safe space to operate in. For that woman to just jump up and walk away, so she could have did something crazy, and it would have been, to a certain degree, your fault.
Hey, Mr. Let Go.
As a coach,
Mr. Let Go.
As a coach, you got to make sure you don't do that again or put yourself in that position.
Yeah,
you said you were a coach.
Mr. Let Go. One, I coach totally different than you. One, I don't coach to coddle.
Call yourself a coach.
Yeah, I don't.
You have to make sure you do what you're supposed to do as a coach.
I do not coach to coddle individuals in their lunacy. So this is what I'm saying. So let me finish. Let me finish, right? So you just admitted, and please don't cut me off, because let me land my plane. You just admitted that when a person has chat, we still talking about perception right now, but we're going to move on to the next topic. But I just want to clear the air real quick. Y'all going to see this. You just admitted that a person's perception is their interpretation of the world around them, and it's unique to them, so that the other person should be acquiescing their behaviors or their response to solidify the person's perception. My point is that that's lunacy, because a person's perception of the world around them could be wrong, and it could be dangerous for them. So like I said, it's like a man believing that he's a woman, right? That's his perception, and that's his reality around him. You would agree that the man should be believing that the man is a woman. You would be calling him then a woman. That's pretty much what you just said. That's pretty much what you just said. And guess what? My point, let me finish. Let me land my plane. Okay. My point is that that's lunacy. I do not do that. When someone's perception is limited and it's incorrect, then what I do is then give them a perspective. A perspective is, again, the art of observing the world outside of you. You get it? It's not just in your own box. It's observing the world outside of you. She was living in her perception. Well, my father didn't do anything for me. He never showed me any love, this, that, and the third. And, but he was working and my mom was taking care of me. That was her perception. I had to give her a perspective that's outside of her perception. So what I said was, hey, you should be grateful that your father had the ability to work at a high degree to allow your mother to work from home. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Use the word should.
I'm using the should because that's me explaining it too. That's me explaining it. You say talk about should. That's me explaining it to her. Did I in the video? Did I say should?
Can't do that.
That's the problem. Wait, Tom, how are you going to tell me what I can't do? I'm a grown man. Are you? You're a father, right? You're a father, right? Mm-hmm. I'm a father. Okay, so you're like twisting the word should and stuff when I'm using it as an example. That's a very I don't think you're getting it. It's very low IQ.
I just showed you something.
You didn't show me anything.
Hold on. I did show you something. See, be receptive instead of argumentative like a woman, and then we can actually get somewhere. I use the word you
we're
can't
having a
do
discussion,
that.
Man.
Okay.
It's a debate.
Cooley. I just did something to you on purpose.
You didn't do anything because you just believe that a man that believes he's a woman, you would be agreeing with the man world's view that believes he's a woman.
I want to show you what I just did.
No, but that's lunacy.
Bro, can you?
One quick question. Do you believe that a man can be a woman?
Can you stop?
Do you believe that a man can be a woman?
Bro, you are so into trying to be right. Can you stop?
No, it's not about being right.
Wake up and just stop.
Do you believe that a man can be a woman? The chat want to know. They're in the chat right now. The chat want to know. Do you believe that a man can be a woman?
Mute your mic. I wish I could mute your mic.
Yo, just admit. The chat want to know. Do you believe that a man can be a woman?
Can you stop
Answer the question. Do you believe a man can be a woman?
Bro. Okay, I'm just going to talk and ignore what you say.
Just answer the question, please. Please answer the question. Wait, why can't you answer that question? Why can't you answer the question? Hey, chat, he won't answer the question. So that means that you believe that a man can be a woman.
Sir.
That's what you believe. That's your worldview. That's literally what you explained. You explained that when a person has a... Okay, great. You believe that when a person has a perception that you should indulge and agree with their perception even if it's wrong. That's what you're saying. And you said that, oh, well, you don't know how to read a room. If you read a room, you should just, indulge into that and agree and acknowledge that. No, you don't acknowledge lunacy. I'm not acknowledging that woman talking about not having any grateful insight about her father when her father was working and allowing the mother to be a stay-at-home mom.
I think you like seeing yourself talk. Can I talk now?
That's chat.
Can I talk now?
Answer the question real quick. Can a man be a woman?
I'll talk.
Can you answer the question? The chat wants to know. They're literally in there right now.
You didn't answer the question when I asked you, did you have kids?
What are you talking about?
You answer that question when you wanted to. So can I answer your question when I want to?
What, can a man be a woman?
I'm following your lead. I said, do you have kids? And you did not answer that question.
Okay, so you want to follow my lead.
Can I answer your question when I want to?
You want to follow my lead. Okay. Yes, fair enough, bro. This is your show. If you had something to say, go ahead and say it.
Thank you. All right. So when I said you can't do that, you said, don't tell me what I can't do, right? I did that on purpose to let you know what women do, all right? What women do is they tell people what they can't do, and what women do is they tell people what they shouldn't do, and that is feminine behavior.
That doesn't make any logical sense of what I said. You said that I shouldn't be using the word should.
Let me finish my statement, sir. I'm a guest on your show.
Okay, but you're saying something that's totally incorrect. You're saying that that's something that women do. No, what you're doing is something that woman does.
Sir, I'm a guest on your show. Can you give me the respect?
I've been giving you all the respect, bro. I even changed. We had rules on the podcast. And then you totally went against the rules. You totally went against the rules. And then you started speaking about other things. But I'll let you finish the statement. Go ahead.
Thank you. This is your show. I just want to, God damn. So what I'm saying is, for you as a man or for you as a coach, it is lunacy for you to tell a woman what she should be doing. All right. When it comes to her childhood trauma, that is her childhood trauma. That is her life. That is her reality. All right. You don't tell another person what they should be feeling. That is crazy. All right.
Oh, I do.
And I'm letting you know, as a fellow coach and as a fellow father, Because what I make sure to do on social media is these people, some of these people have kids. You have a child. I want to make sure, to the best of my ability, all right, to make sure that if you are doing this the same to your kids or to a woman, that you don't do it anymore. All right. See, I look at pushing the word change. I like to help add something to a person's life so they can be better. All right. So what I'm letting you know as a father and as a coach, do not tell a person what they should be doing because it is dismissive. And I keep saying that, but I want you to make sure you're not doing this to your children, because we do it. I'm almost done. Okay. I'm almost done. We do what we repeatedly do. I mean, we are what we repeatedly do. Yeah. So when you're on a podcast saying some, you're probably at home with your kids saying somewhat the same thing, because our personalities are our personalities. So if you're dismissing this woman's reality, you can possibly be dismissing your child's reality. And one more thing, when it came to King and T.I., I think King is a brat, and I think he's out of line in what he's saying. But at the same time, I literally said in that video with King and T.I., make sure you do not dismiss this young man's reality. If he felt like he was traumatized under T.I., T.I. can't turn around and say, you should be appreciative of me being a millionaire, because that is dismissive. So with you being a father, with you being a coach, please do not do that to people.
Okay. So it's funny, Mr. Let Go, how you just said that I shouldn't be.
I don't use the word should. I keep trying to tell you that. I keep trying to tell you that. I ain't tell you nothing about what you shouldn't do.
You just said that.
I'll give you advice.
You just said do not.
You.
That means should. That's an ought. You're making an ought claim. I ought to do this, or I ought not to do that. You're basically telling me right now here, you just contradicted yourself because you're doing it right now.
I actually did not.
Yeah, you are. You literally just said that you ought. I'm going to use the word ought.
This is an instruction. I'm instructing you to do something.
Just like I'm instructing the woman that's on the podcast to be doing something. So what are you talking about?
You didn't instruct her to do anything.
Bro, you're literally contradicting yourself. You're telling me how I should be running things.
You did not give her advice. Telling somebody what they should be doing is not advice.
Okay, great. Let me finish. You just had your whole rebuttal, and you said that if you are a coach and you are coaching people, this is how it ought to be, and it shouldn't be done like this. You're telling you this or is that?
I would not say that.
Okay, now he did. Hey, chat, this guy is gaslighting like crazy.
To save your life, sir.
Yo, this guy is gaslighting like crazy right now, chat. He's literally telling me to stop doing something to other people, but he's telling me to stop doing it. He's saying no one should ever tell anyone to stop doing.
Not say that either.
You're pretty much saying that if someone has a perception about something, right, and that they're living in, like you use T.I. and Tiny, that this their worldview, how they perceive things, you shouldn't be dismissive of that.
I did not say that. See, the thing about it is, what
you didn't just say that.
Matter. I said it's important to not do that, and these words matter. Okay,
it's important to not do that.
It is important not to do that.
Not to do that.
There's another.
So guess what? What are you telling me right now? No, this is what I'm saying. What are you telling me right now? You're telling me not to do something. So you are contradicting your own argument. No, you're contradicting your own argument, bro.
You should be doing.
Hey, listen.
So
look,
do you understand a child and a parent have two different realities?
Yeah, let's move on from this because you're contradicting yourself. You're gonna look at it back and you look crazy right now, bro. I'm being honest, Mr. Lego. I'm being honest right now.
I don't care. Do you understand that two people can have two different realities in the same house? Yes or no?
We all know, and we both agreed that a perception is a person's interpretation of the world around them that's unique to them. So obviously, everyone perceives things differently.
That's all I'm saying.
So even if you're saying that, now let me ask you a question, right? Can a man be a woman?
No.
Okay, so a man can't be a woman. So now I'm going to refute your whole argument. So if a man can't be a woman, I believe I'm a woman. That is my perception right now. I believe I'm a woman. I feel like I'm a woman. My name is Davina. Instead of David Cooley, it's Davina Cooley.
Let's do it.
It's Davina Cooley. Okay, right? And I want you to acknowledge me as a woman. Are you going to acknowledge me as a woman?
Yes.
Wow, we just caught him right here on camera. You just admitted that you agreed to this LGBTQ nonsense that you indulge in believing in someone else's lunacy. You're the problem, bro. You need to take a dose of the red pill. That literally leads people astray. That leads people astray. If someone worldview is incorrect. No, I'm still speaking.
When you're right.
I'm speaking.
Can you calm down?
I'm right. What did you just calm down? If someone I'm not done, bro. Right. How come I let you speak? But I can't even get a minute. Because you're telling me
what I'm doing. You can't.
You just did it. You just did it, bro. You just did it. You just proved to me that you believe that a man can be a woman and you would accept someone's worldview even if it's lunacy. You just agreed to that.
For a second? Can I say something, sir?
But you just agreed to it. Admit that you just agreed to it. The example is here. Concede to it. Concede.
Can you stop talking for a second so we can have a conversation about that?
Concede that you believe a man can be a woman. And that you agree with the lunacy in America.
You just want to be right. Can you calm down?
How is that being right? You just said it.
Shit. You acting like a little child right now, bro.
No one's acting like a child, bro. If we was in person, you wouldn't even be speaking over me. Let's be honest. If we was in person, you wouldn't be speaking over me.
Okay. Why?
You wouldn't be speaking over me if we was in person. Trust me, you wouldn't be speaking over me. You wouldn't. You wouldn't even have the masculinity to be speaking over another man that's of my stature. You wouldn't. You wouldn't be doing it. I know you wouldn't. I can see it in your eyes. You wouldn't do that.
Did I say we could have did this in person and you said no?
When did you say we could do it in person? I told you where I'm at.
On the phone. On the phone. Not on the phone, but in DM. I was like, where you at? I said, I'll come out to you. You said, no, we could just do this online.
I never said no. I said that you could come out to here or we could do it online.
Because the thing about it,
you went on to another topic.
I wouldn't say something in person. I wanted to do this in person.
No, I'm saying that you wouldn't be cutting me off in person. That's totally different.
I would be doing what I be doing right now.
You wouldn't be doing that. You wouldn't be doing that. You wouldn't be.
I promise you I'll be doing that.
Okay, we're gonna have you on here and let's see if you do that in front of my face. We're gonna have you on here.
What would happen?
No, I'm just gonna let you know you wouldn't do it. I don't think you're man enough to even cut me off in person. That's what I'm telling you.
Nothing would happen if you did.
No, what I'm telling you is I don't think that you're man enough to even cut me off in person.
And I'm telling you that I would.
Because it's a much different experience when it comes to me debating girls. I'm not. It's a much totally different discussion with me debating girls. It's no tough guy stuff. I'm just telling you that this is my podcast. I gave you the rules. Listen, bro. I gave you the rules of the podcast in the beginning. Real quick, I gave you the rules in the beginning of the podcast, and you disobeyed all the rules of the podcast. I said one mic at a time. I said after your 7-minute video, I need to get at least 7 minutes to get my points across. And you went through all of that. You totally disobeyed all the rules. So what I'm telling you is that wouldn't have happened in person. In person, you would have been calm, sitting in the chair, chilling. You wouldn't have did any of
Yeah, that's what you would have done,
bro. What are you talking about? Man. You not even like that, bro. You a soft dude, bro. I'm gonna be real. You soft right now.
Tough guy shit.
No, that ain't even tough guy. I'm just saying it's soft energy. Just the way you speak. Just the fact that you believe a man, you'll accept the world's view of a man wants to be a woman. Just the fact that you would accept that. Just the fact that you would accept that. You're a soft dude.
Okay, can we stop for 1 second? Hold on. Can we stop for 1 second? I want you to take a breath.
It's no breath. There's no breath here, bro. You didn't adhere to any rules. You didn't adhere to any rules, bro. So this is how we gonna do it. Okay? Sir, this is my podcast. This is my podcast, and I'm gonna make it fair. This is my podcast, and we're gonna make it fair. This is the rules. I'm gonna let you speak. I'm gonna let you speak real quick. I'm gonna let you speak. I'm gonna give you the rules real quick, and let's see if you could adhere to the rules for the 98th time. So if you like that clip and you want to watch more, click right here. But if you want to watch the full episode, click right here.